Well, right now our support is going to be the 50 exponential moving average, which is this 725 area. So keep on. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Well, this is your boy Francis. Welcome to the Trading Success Show. If this is your first time, you're welcome. Without further ado, guys, I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna keep it target level simple. So with that being said, guys, you're welcome. Now let us get into the stocks. But before then, we'll have to deal with the QQQ, the IWM, and also SPY. Okay? The reason is because I'm trying to gauge where the market is going to fall into, right? So, right now, I have this QQQ, which is our NASDAQ, correct? Right now, we have this channel that is been holding up as a form of resistance. Okay, right now, right here, we tap right here. We tried to fail this level, but we couldn't. We didn't fail. We just bounced off that level. Right now, price really did pull into that level. It couldn't sustain this trend, and we just gap all the way down, only to fill this gap right there. Now, what is happening is price is acting on that trend again. 3 times we tried to break through this trend. We just couldn't break through this trend, right? Now, I'll be expecting some form of a push through or a pullback. Okay? And what is a push through? I'm believe that if we can sustain this 375 and hold it, volume comes in, we should be able to push through into the 380. But for now, this is going to be where your eyes is going to be and hold as a form of resistance. If price doesn't hold 375, then we'll be looking for price to pull lower into the 370, which coincide with the left side of this resistance, and then this area's got a hold. If it doesn't, then we'll be looking for our 20 and 50 exponential moving average as a support. Now let's get into SPY. What is SPY actually doing? Which is the overall Spider S&P 500 ETF. Now, the SPY is at a very critical level right now, and this level is what I call the supply zone. Okay, anything above 450 is the supply zone into 455. Right now we have this candlestick here, which is an indecision, which is a reversal pattern. If it's at the top, if it's at the bottom, it's also a reversal pattern to the top. Now we have this development here. I wouldn't say it's gonna act like it did right here, okay, but I'm gonna be looking for some form of a reversal on the name, because guess what, we are in this zone, and this is our supply zone. It's our resistance zone. So anything below 450, I'll be looking for a flush into 445 or even 443. Okay, so bear in mind that we broke out of a downtrend. And where's the downtrend? This area is the downtrend, and we haven't pulled back yet to retest that level. So bear in mind and know that we are in the supply zone. So everything you're doing right now regards to the market, you have to be critical. You have to take precaution just in case the market start pulling down. Because guess what? Also next week we have earnings report coming true. Okay, now let's get into the IWM. Let's see what IWM is showing us in terms of what the reaction is going to be in the market. This is IWM. Now IWM is showing what I call a breakout pattern. Every time we push through or pull into this level, it acts as a resistance, right? It acts as a resistance. So right now, we broke out of that downtrend level, pull back to retest the downtrend, and I'm expecting this to continue pushing higher. But if not, I'll be looking for price to really retest the 224 spot, just pretty much to shake the weekends. But overall, I think this trend, this uptrend and this downtrend is what I'll be watching in the Russell 2000. Now let's get into the stocks. This is not a recommendation to buy or to sell any equity, and you're welcome to the Trading Success Show. This is your boy Francis, and without further ado, guys, let's get into the watch list for the weekend. Okay, this watch list is a watch list. It's not something that you're just gonna jump in and thinking, oh yes, is in a very good spot. So I'm gonna give you those levels, and these are low price, low float stocks for the coming week. First one is gonna be BCEL. Okay, this one right now, we got volume. Volume came in Thursday and Friday. Okay, and I'm expecting this level to really hold this 550. And overall, we have our 20 exponential moving average just right around that corner. Right now, 550 is going to hold as our support into the $6, $6.25 on the spot. ROK DA. This one right now, we are failing the $2 spot. Like I said a couple of weeks ago, $2 spot is going to hold as a support. But right now, we are failing the $2 spot. So right now, I'm expecting some form of a pull back to reclaim the $2. So keep an eye on that. ENVB, this one right now, what I have going on is inverse head and shoulder. Yeah, where's the inverse head and shoulder? Anything on this side is your left side. And look at this side is your right side. This is the head. So pretty much, I'll be looking for some form of a bounce around this area. What they're doing right now, they're shaking out the weak hands, and then we can break this downtrend. We'll be on our way. WKEY, this one right now, $6.25 is the area you need to watch. If that area doesn't reclaim, I think we'll be looking for a rest short around the 575 as a form of support, a bounce on that name. STAB, this one right now is looking solid for a push into 473, which is our 200 moving average. So keep an eye on this one. I like this one as well. NAKD, the short sellers just don't want this to really bounce, right? Right now, this is going to be our support zone. Okay, this is going to act as our support. $60 is going to act as our support. Okay, you can see 57, 56, but that's fine. But because why? 55 is going to be your stop loss, because there is as well your support if this trend support doesn't hold. So keep an eye on it if we can run into 71 cents or so on the name. SNOA, this one as well, right now shaking weak hands into support, trend support. I'll be looking for this area to break. If we can break through $6, I think we'll be out of this obstacle in a movement into $6.50 or even $7 on the name. ENG as well, pull back into trend support. Keep an eye on that. BCTX as well. Right now, our support is going to be the 50 exponential moving average, which is this 725 area. So keep an eye on it. Overall stop is going to be $7, of course, because you're going to measure your risk and see where this can really go. Reason why I said is $7 is because right here our resistance will becomes our support. Right here too becomes our support. But if you look at it in the $7 zone, our recent support is this area. So that's why I said $7 on the name. HEPA as well, pull back to trend support. So keep an eye on it. 160 break, I think will continue to push higher. SNDL as well. This has been a fantastic hold for me. It's still holding levels, right? So you know, this trend is more like my stop loss in case price push into this side just to shake the weekends. But overall, looking for $75 break, and then we continue to push higher on the name. Now let us get into another one, which is OCG yen. Okay, this one right now, the reason why I pulled this up is because we are pulling back to retest this breakout spot. This is the breakout. We pull back, try to retest, held the 20 moving exponential moving average, bounce off into $9, which is our natural resistance, and then back to retest the breakout spot. So keep an eye on this name as we progresses in the market. PROG as well, keep an eye on this one. 325 break and hold. I'll be expecting more into the $5 as well on that name. BMROA, this one right now, we have our support right here. Okay, we're failing the 200 moving average, which also coincide with our 50. So look for a price reclaim of the $5. If it doesn't, and I'll be looking for 450 area on that name. BLROX as well, look for a price to push into $3 and hold. $3 is your area of fundamental push. Okay, why I say fundamental push is it is a natural resistance to hold and then continue into $3.50 or even $4 on that name. CROXT as well, this is some form of a crazy pattern, right? Right now I'll be looking for a reclaim of $5. $4 is going to act as our support. Okay, so keep an eye on that name as well. CROVS, this one right now, our 50 acted as a support zone. So looking for a reclaim of 450 and then $5 on the name. SQL, this one right now has been a fantastic consolidation so far. So I think if we can break 370, we should be all right. We're gonna be all right. Come on, guys. Taking a look at TMC. Okay, this one was the one I said last week that keep an eye on it if we can push off this area. We did push into $4, and you know these $4 acted as resistance, only to pull back and try to retest it but fail because of this trend development. And right now I think your $3 is going to act as a support. JSPR as well, this one right now is more like a push pull kind of play. So if 1150 doesn't hold, I'll be looking for price to pull into the 1050 or $10 on that name. We'll also have Abvc. Right now 50 is going to act as our support, so keep an eye on this one. I do like that as well. ATER, this one right now, this 750 is going to act as our support. If it doesn't hold, I'll be looking for $6, but overall expect this area to act as a support to the coming days. CIFR as well, I'm looking for continuation bounce off this $758, and then we can reach $9 easily on that, but you know, be open-minded on that name. EasyFL as well, we shook out some weekends only to close right close to $3. $3.10 breakout. We should be looking for the 20 exponential moving average on that beautiful name. ONCS as well. Right now we shook out hands this past week, so I'll be looking for some form of a bounce of this level. RSI is 37. Even our 200 moving average is right around $4 of 172. So keep an eye on that. HLBZ, look for this $10 to hold as a support. ORPH, this has been a fantastic fantastic looking chart to push higher. Okay, we consolidated and boom. Okay, and pull back, consolidate, boom. So this is consolidation lower in my opinion, but right now we're trying to hold this area, this $4.375 as a form of support. So keep an eye on it. If we can bounce into $5, we're gonna be all right. GWH, this one I talked about it a couple of weeks ago that we are really extended, and I'll be looking for a pullback. Pullback came in as well, and right now we haven't filled this gap yet, but overall keep an eye. If this $15 hold, I think will continue to push higher. This area is going to act as your support. DTSS, this one also has been a fantastic hold. So I'm holding right now, and I'm expecting some form of a push into the name. So I keep an eye on the 225, and then we can continue to push. SONM, look for a reversal. Okay, we did reject the $2 spot only to pull lower, but right now perhaps the market makers are just shaking the weekends. I'll be expecting price to bounce off these $2 into 235 or even 250 on the name. HX, I said last week on last week's video that we're really extended, but however I'll be looking for some momentum push come Monday. Okay, and come Monday, what happened? We got a little pull. Alright, we got a little pull, okay, and all of a sudden, boom, 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 we just push higher, and only to reject the 22 area because we're really extended on the RSI, and then pull down into 20 exponential moving average. So I'll be looking for this trend to hold as a support. If it doesn't hold, I'll be looking for the $4 spot on the name. LIFE as well, keep an eye on it. This area will act as a support. If it doesn't, I'll be looking for 50 exponential moving average, which is the $8.794 area to hold, and then we'll continue to bounce on that name. CEI as well, keep an eye on this. This area will act as a support right now, and this trend is also an area of support, 130, 125. So keep an eye on that level for me. BTB, look for this area to really fill. This is a huge gap, so I'll be looking for 125 break into 170 on it. GROVI as well. This one right now, our moving averages will act as a support. So this area is our demand zone. This is the area where we have our support. So look for the $556 area. If we can get out of this range, I think we'll continue to push on the name. MARK, this one did pop on Friday. Okay, look for this area of $192, $2 to hold as a support. If it doesn't, I'll be expecting price to push into 150, 160, and then continue to push higher because the volume is huge and we are in the overbought zone as well. ArrowCat, ArrowCAT, this one right now, this trend is going to act as our support, so look for more to come on that name. ATHE as well, this area 125, 120 is our area of support into the break. Right now we're fighting the 20 and 50 exponential moving average. And a GNUS right now is a bearish looking pattern. Look for more consolidation push, or else we'll be looking at 130 and below. TIROB as well, right now this area is area of support. We're supporting this zone really well. I have my levels I'll be looking forward to is the 240 and $3 on that name. PMCB, right now we have a gap to fill, right? So look for price to bounce off this area. If it doesn't, we'll be looking to make a double bottom. This is a beautiful looking chart to the downside, but this area will act as a support just to give us a double bottom. AEI, this one as well, look for price to hold this 185 180 level into push to $2. If not, we'll be looking to make a double bottom. Any ANY as well, our support is going to be this $6 zone. So keep an eye on the $6 zone. If this area holds, this $6.56 hold, we'll be looking for a break through $7 on that name. PED as well, this area is our support, so I'll be expecting a bounce off this area with my stop loss right below 145 on that. ROCON, this one has been a consolidation lower, so right now we're making a double bottom here in order for us to bounce off. If not, we'll be looking for $2.30, $2.25 on that name. KR, this one, look for $13 break. $13 break, I think we should push into even $20 or $25 on that. So keep an eye on ROEKR. OLB as well. We did push. I brought this up last week. Look for a push through the 200. We did push through the 200 only to be rejected around this our resistance zone and then pull all the way back. Okay, so look for price to reclaim 20 and 50 and we should be good on the name. LEXX as well, keep an eye on this one. Support is right around this 650. If it doesn't hold, look for $6, which is our 200 moving average. But overall, I think I'm bullish. I believe that this price can really break through $7 and we shall be all right. MITC, keep an eye on the $7 spot. APRE, this is a pullback, shaking hand, weak hands, and look for 450 as a support on that name. SBET as well, we are failing right now. I'll be looking for more to downside on that particular name. APDN as well, inverse head and shoulder, look for 550 area to hold. 550 area holds, we should be all right. This one right now we are failing. This looks bearish. Only if it looks bullish if we can reclaim $4 area on that as well. RODHL, look for this area. We'll just already fill the gap. If for any reason price pull back, we'll be looking for 530 or 550, 530, and then bounce off into $7 as well. IPDN, IPDM also is a good one to keep an eye on, as we're making the higher lows right here. This is the low of the lowers, and we just started making new ones, so keep an eye on that as well. IFROX, this is a W-shaped breakout. We're breaking out right now. Look for price to really hold this 280, 290 spot, and then we'll continue to push on that particular name. DATS as well, this area $9 is going to be your support. If not, if market maker decide to shake weak hands, we'll be looking for 850 on that as well. Last but not the least, not that it is last, but I have so many and the time is not there. I'm going to post some of them up on my stock tweet and Twitter account, so bear with me guys. If you have any questions or concerns, go ahead and email me at tradingsuccessshow@gmail.com. Now, the final one is DWAC. DWAC. This one was a money maker last week. Okay? All the way pushed from, you know, the break of this $20 spot, $19-20 spot, and then continue, you know, just going. My idea was to look into the 1 hour chart, and the 1 hour chart gave me what I needed to succeed. Now we can look on Thinkorswim. So what I was playing was very simple. I was looking for this area to break. That was my trend resistance. The first trend resistance I had was right here. I said if price fail this area, let's change this color so that you can see it and make it bigger. All right, so if price really falls through this spot, I'm going to take some of my position off the table, okay? But I also do the best I can to sell on each push higher, okay? So market open and then we just push all the way, Okay, I sold some, and all of a sudden pulled back into that trend, right? And then price pushed all the way to 175. Okay, I took most of my position off around this area. Okay, and then price fell onto this side. But since it was a aggressive move to the downside, I did not take any of my position out. So I waited for price, this candle, to really close on the 1 hour, and then guess what? Boom, I was able to take some more, and then right now I'm holding a quarter of my size, 1/4 of my size. So that is how you do it. That's how you play it. You play it on the way up. That's how you make money in the market. Sometimes some people want to hold forever. It's fine, but guess what? This stock started all the way from $10 and then push into, you know, almost 180. So bear that in mind, guys. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Have a fantastic weekend. Be a positive mindset out there, and say hi to everybody you meet on the street, and have a fantastic one. Peace and love. Bye, guys.